Welcome back. So this topic is explain threat actor types and attribute. So types of actors, you can see the list: script, kiddies, activists, organized crimes, and nation states, insiders, competitors. So you can see all the listed one by one. So later on slides. So attributes of actors and use of open source intelligence. So what is the definitions of threat actors? A potential occurrence that can result in an undesirable outcome, a person or thing likely to cause damage or danger. So in cybersecurity, this enemy is called the threat actor. We can define a threat actor as person, group, or entity that creates all or part of incidents with the aim to impact our organization's security. However, knowing this type of threat actors is not enough. To create an airtight cybersecurity plans, you need to be aware of the motivation as well. So you can see the picture as well, cyber threat actors and motivations. So it will give you a good picture. Types of threat actors. Script kiddies. So script kiddies is an unsophisticated individual with title or no skills when it comes to technology. The person used codes that was written by someone else and is freely accessible on the internet. It might copy a malicious scripts directly from one website or to other. Only the knowledge excuse me, of copy and paste is required. It uses code and probably doesn't understand how it works, what the effect will be. Yes, so I have to be very careful. So a hacktivist, person who use hacking technique to accomplish some activities or political goal, usually seeking to deface website. A hacker who gain unauthorized access to and causes disruptions in your computer systems in an attempt to achieve political or social change. It is the act of hacking or breaking into computer systems for a political or social motivated purpose. So this individual who perform an act of activism is said to be activist. Insider. So insider is a present or ex-employee, contractor. It can be a partner on any entity that has access to proprietary confidential information and whose action results in compromised security. Organized crimes, organized groups seeking to steal money, identities, or corporate secrets. Competitor, outside organizations seeking to commit corporate espionage for as financials or market gain. Nation states, countries sponsoring illegal or fraudulent actions. APT. So we discussed earlier an attack in which unauthorized persons gain access to the network usage advanced exploitations technique and stays there undetected for a long period of time. The intentions of ATP attackers still there rather than to that causes damage to the network or organizations. So what is deep web? So deep web, you can see the pictures. They give you a clear idea. Surface that common people doing every day. So Google can access a Google search engine, a Bing, a Wikipedia, everything. So the deep web is the second one and the dark web is the last one. So what is the deep web? The deep web is just like it sounds, below the surface and not completely dark. So search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo are able to search and index website because of the link. They use links to rank search results according to the to things like relevancy, inbound links, and keywords. Regular browsers search the so-called surface web, but that is where the search stops. For instance, if you want to search a public library catalog to find a book, you couldn't type the title into your browser search bar and expect Google to return the meaningful result for your library. The level of information would be located in the deep web. The reason search engine cannot return this data to you is because there are no links. Instead, you would have to go to the public library websites and use a search bar inside the website to locate this data on the library server. This kind of information is all over the internet. Almost every time you search internally on websites, you are accessing a deep web content. What's on the deep web? So the deep web holds the content that is invisible to search engines. Here are few examples I would say of what on the deep web. The content of your personal emails account, the content of your social medias account, the content of your online banking accounts, content contains within scientific and academic database, and then medical records and legal documents, and then content of your the data that company stores on their private database. So a lot of what existing on deep web consists of information that you probably wouldn't want to turn up in web search, like you checking account informations because it's private and could be misused. A rule of thumb: if you have to log into one of your account by providing a username and password or some other type of authentication, the information you access is on the deep web. That is good thing. The deep web can help protect your personal information and privacy. Is the deep web safe? The deep web is pretty safe place, especially when you compare it with dark web. The dark web represents a silver of deep web. The dark websites are often associated with the illegal activity, but not all of them. More on the latter. Accessing content of the deep web is relatively safe. Yes, it is safe. Think about it. You probably check your email and your credit card statements online without worrying, but that doesn't mean that accessing the personal information has no risk. For instance, your account on the deep web contains a lot of your personal information that criminal might value. That is one reason why it is important to use strong, unique passwords on all your accounts. That might include a hard to guess combinations of letters, numbers, symbols. Here is another potential risk. You might be tempted to access your personal information on the deep web on an unprotected public Wi-Fi network. For instance, you might want to pay your bill while waiting to catch a flight at an airport, but don't do it public network. It's very dangerous. Instead, use a virtual private network which can encrypt your data and help protect your online privacy. I give you another example. It's also possible you could receive an email that appears to be from a reputable source. It might look like it's from IRS, for instance, an agency that keeps your personal information on your deep web. The email might ask you to supply your social security number to access your account, or to click on the link to respond to your request for information. Don't do it. The IRS will never ask for your information through an email. That means someone is likely sending you an email to trick you to supplying valuable information. This is commonly referred to as phishing. While the deep web is relatively safe, it's always smart to practice safe internet habits. Okay, what is dark web? So dark web is a different story. So dark web is like, and probably that what you might have assumed that dark web was if you read about the newspaper or saw a story on TV, but remember that deep web and the dark web are two distinctly different things. Although these two terms have been used interchangeable, one, the deep web contains mostly harmless data and digitized record. The other, dark web, has raised concerns worldwide about criminal activity. Regular browser cannot access dark web websites. Instead, the dark web uses the what called the onion router hidden service protocol, Tor, what we call Tor servers derived from the onion router, or which is undetectable from search engines and offers users completely anonymity while surfing the web. At the same time, dark web websites publishers are also anonymous thanks to special encryptions provided by the protocol. So when you access the dark web, you are not surfing the interconnected server you regularly interact with. Instead, everything stays internal on the Tor network, which provide security and privacy to everyone equally. What noting? So the dark web website's address end with .o onion instead of the surface webs.com, .com, .org, .uk, co.uk, something not like that. So you can easily identify .onion. What is on the dark web? So the dark web operates with high degree of anonymity. It hosts harmless activities and content as well criminal ones. For instance, one dark web website might provide complex riddles. Another might be kind of a book club that makes ebook looks more professional. Another might offer a forum for people who believes free speech is threatened. But the dark web is better known for content, meaning illegal and sometimes distributions content. For instance, here is a simple of illegal things I can explain on the dark webs. So stolen informations. There is a three difference I can explain here. So stolen informations, when there has been a data breach, there is a chance the accessed informations from social security numbers to bank cards numbers will end up for sales on the dark web. You can also buy things like login credentials, hacked Netflix account, and more, etc., etc. Second, illicit substance. Illegal drugs and prescription drugs are peddled on the dark webs. You might also find toxic chemicals that can cause us other types of damage. Third one, disturbing and dangerous items and service. It can get ugly fast. Things like gore, murder for hire, human traffic, child pornographic, body parts, counterfeit goods, and gun for sales can be found on the dark web. In short, you can buy just about anything you can image, including things you would probably be better off not imaging. What makes it possible to do business on the dark web? Financial transaction use Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency that helps assure buyers and seller anonymity. Is the dark web safe? The dark web may be safe in some cases, think legitimate content, but not in others. Here are few safety issues to be considered. So there are four types I can give you examples. A criminal element. The one is criminal element. There is a chance you will find website run by criminals beyond selling illegal goods and service. They may seek to exploit you and steal from you. Breaking the law. Second one, so breaking the law. You can be prosecuted for things you do on the dark web. It is important to behave in an appropriate, the legal manner. Third one, suspicious links. If you click on any link, you may be taken to material you might not want to see. It is also possible that clicking a link or downloading a file could infect your device with malware. Fourth one, law enforcement. Law enforcement officials operate on the dark web to catch people engaged in criminal activity like like other on the dark webs. Law enforcement can do their work under a cloak of anonymity. If you decide to venture to a dark web, it's smart to be selective about the website you access. Okay, that's it for both dark and deep and dark web. So the next one is attribute threats actors. Internal external access level of sophistications is all about knowledge, intent, motivations, resource, fundings. So these all are same things. Okay, let's go for practice questions. So your company's website has been defaced by an organization that doesn't agree with your organization's policies. What type of threat actors typically what type of threat actors typically does this? Answer: activist. Yeah. So we will see you on next video, guys. Please subscribe, press the bell button. Bye bye.